Hi, it's Linda, and I'm doing my fourth cooking video. I can't believe that this week. You know, we're all supposed to stay in right now, and I am over 65, even though I hate to admit that. And so I'm trying to follow rules and stay in, and I don't want to eat everything in the house or anything, so it's good not to be bored. So I'm being creative. I was looking up different recipes, and I thought, you know, right now we all need lots of comfort, and my first reaction would be, you know, chocolate or macaroni and cheese or something like that. And then I started looking up recipes and thinking of recipes that I've been wanting to make or create, and so I came up with a comfort food that is only 3 WW blue points per serving. This is going to make 6 servings, and what I'm making is chicken noodle casserole with homemade noodles. Now, if you followed any of my videos, you'll see that there is a video on my YouTube channel that says how to make homemade noodles. I'm using that recipe in this recipe, but to save on time and the length of the video, I will post the ingredients in the recipe. But if you want to see how to make it, just go to the YouTube channel and look for my homemade noodles, and it will show you step by step on how I made it. You'll need to make the noodles first, which I've already done, because when you make homemade noodles, they need to set for like a couple hours to dry out. This is the way my mama taught me, and so I like to stick by her recipes, only I make them a lot lighter than what she used to. And so I've already made the noodles. It's been a couple hours. Now I'm going to go, the noodles are actually behind me. I think you can see them. I've got them here on the counter here and drying out. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to explain to you what's in the recipe just real quick, and then I'll go step by step so you can follow along. And of course, we've got here, I've got 2 small chicken breasts, because I need about 1.5 to 2 cups of shredded chicken. I don't need a whole lot because it's only served 6. So I figured 2 small chicken breasts. They're partially thawed right now. I'm going to cook them in my Instant Pot to completely thaw them, and so I can shred them. What's so cool with the Instant Pot, you can take frozen chicken breasts, stick them right in, spray the bottom of the Instant Pot a little bit, that I always do with an instant pan coating cooking spray, and then you can stick the frozen chicken breast right in there, turn it on, and I think it's for like 5 minutes or so. I can't remember, I'd have to check. But you don't need to add the water, because of the water is already in the chicken breast. Since these are partially frozen, I'm going to go ahead and add probably half a cup of water to make for sure it builds the pressure like it needs to. Also, it's going in there, my recipe, you want to put some type of vegetables, and I've got peas and carrots. And what I did was, I don't want to be going outside right now. I'm trying to follow orders and do what I'm told, like all of us. And so I just started looking through my cupboards. I started looking through everything I have, and that's how I'm creating this from what I have. So if you have something else and you say, hey, that'll work, then go for it. Try to stay away from the stores if you can. So I have some peas and carrots, frozen peas and carrots. Then there's almond milk. I'm going to have a little bit of diced onion and the spices. I have rosemary and garlic, onion powder, celery salt and thyme, and a little bit of black pepper. I'm going to use some non-fat plain Greek yogurt, a can of, make sure I say it right, get it right here, of your condensed 98% fat-free cream of chicken soup. And then also I'm going to use about a half a can of this cheddar cheese soup. So I'm going to get started. Oh, and the final thing that's going to crisp up on the top is I'm going to take 1 package of these little Goldfish. I buy these for the grandkids, but I also keep them for myself, because this package is only 2 points. There's 50 Goldfish in here. And so I'm going to crumble them up. It's going to go on top of the casserole when I go right before I get ready to stick it in the oven. You'll see in just a minute. So I'm going to get started. Okay, I've got the water on, and it's reaching a boil right now, so I can cook the noodles. This is what the noodles look like. They've been dried for a couple hours, and see how thin they are. When they come out, they're going to be like almost twice that size. So you want to cut them, slice them really thin when you make them. Okay, my Instant Pot, I put it on saute to heat up the element faster. And now I sprayed it with a little bit of pan spray, cooking spray. Now I'm going to add just a half a cup of water. So now that's nice and hot. Don't need the full cup because the chicken is still a little frozen. I'm going to stick each one right there. Now I'm going to put it, pressure cook lid on, and I'm going to set the time and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to first stop it so I can take it off of the saute. Now I'm going to set manual for 5 minutes and let this build on full steam right here. My water's boiling, so I'm going to go throw the noodles in right now. Getting it going. Okay, I noticed I didn't write down how long you should cook the chicken. And so, I got out my little handy dandy little guide. I love this thing. Instant pressure cooker. It, like I said, has a magnet on the back. I use this all the time. You've probably seen me use it in other recipes. So I just quickly went pulled it off my refrigerator, went over to chicken. And if your chicken is thawed, it says use a half a cup of liquid. So I guess to be on the safe side, should do a half cup, which is what I did. And anyway, it says 6 to 8 minutes. So I changed mine then to, I think I changed it to 8 minutes. And if it's frozen, you'll want to add 7 additional minutes. But then, you just stick it right in there. So I just wanted to add that real quick. Okay, I ended up cooking the chicken for 8 minutes. Maybe it was 7. Anyway, they're small. And they're all done in the instant pressure cooker here, Instant Pot. And then I put it on natural release for around, make sure I got the really shrunk up, natural release for around 4 minutes. So, here's my noodles. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and you can shred it or you can dice them up. I think I'm going to dice mine up real thin because we kind of like our little bites of chicken in ours. I'll be right back. Okay, the chicken's all finished. I went ahead and cut it up into little diced pieces because we like chunks of chicken in ours. If you would like it shredded, the best way to do it, I found, is using my food processor. Sorry, I just had a drink. My food processor, and it'll shred it for you real fast. Anyway, so now I'm going to take my chicken. It made almost 2 cups, which is plenty for just my husband and I. So I'm going to put the almost 2 cups of chicken in there. 2 cups of peas and carrots, that's my vegetable. Then I'm going to add 1 can, and this is of the cream of chicken soup. When I'm at the store many times, I just stock up on stuff like this. Not hoarding, I just stock up because I don't have a very big pantry. But I'll pick up, these are things I call essentials for recipes. And I'm so thankful I had them because when I decided to make this recipe, I thought, ooh, I don't know if I have any more cream of chicken. And I went through my pantry and there it was, 1 can. Same with the cheese. So now I'm going to do a half a can of the Campbell's Cheddar cheese. Just a half a can of it's going to go in here. Okay. Set it aside. And now a half a cup of the Greek non-fat yogurt. Put a half a cup of Greek non-fat plain yogurt. 0 points on your WW. I think it's 0 points. I'm not sure what it is on purple and green. I'm doing blue because that's what I made Lifetime at, and all my recipes are in blue, and I just love blue, so I've stayed with blue. So that's 0 points. Then a half a cup of unsweetened almond milk. That's also 0 points. Then a half of an onion and diced up real small. Throw that in. Let me just stick this here. And now I'm going to add my spices. I was going to stick them all in a thing there, but I'm just going to keep going here. Every one of these, it's a half of a teaspoon. So I'm going to add them. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on fast forward while I do this part, just so you'll know. Well, yeah, you'll see what they are in the recipe. Okay, so the spices that I added a half a teaspoon. Make sure I tell you all of them right. A half teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of celery salt, half a teaspoon. If you don't have celery salt, you can just use it regular, but celery salt adds it. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of dried rosemary, half a teaspoon of ground thyme. And so I've got all of those in there. And the last thing before I start putting the noodles together with it, because I can put the noodles next, actually I think I'll just go ahead and stir the noodles with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crush the poor little goldfish. I'm going to crush them, and I will just do all that on fast forward so you can see how I do that, in case you don't know how. You probably do, but here it goes. Okay, I just showed you how I crushed the goldfish, and I just stuck the little bag inside of another Ziploc bag and then just pounded it with my meat tenderizer, and so it didn't splatter all over the place. So it's all ready to go on the top right now. If you don't have the little individual packets, you can just buy, you know, a bigger box or package in the store and count out 50 of them. Okay, and now I've got everything in here. I'm going to mix all of it. Everything's going to be mixed together except for the noodles. As soon as I mix this all together, then you add the noodles. So you just want to mix it until everything, you stir it together till everything is mixed together. It's so good. I'm so hungry. I haven't had lunch. I've got to pick my husband up from work in an hour, so I'll go pick up his truck. He's having some stuff done to it, so when we get back, we'll have dinner. All right. This is what it looks like right now without the noodles. Now I'm going to take the noodles, carefully fold them in. You just don't want to break them all up. And then I'm going to carefully fold them in. And then I'm going to spray this casserole dish that I have. You can put this like in a pie, not pie pan. Well, you could put it in a pie pan, but like a, you know, a rectangle square cooking pan. I'm not sure. It might fit into a 9 by 13, not sure. But anyway, I am using my Instant Pot air fryer oven, because you know I love it. And since it's just this size here, I've got these cute little dishes that fit just perfect in it. I'm going to bake this in my Instant Pot air fryer oven. So now that I've mixed this all together, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to get right back. Okay, now it goes in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, and I will set my Instant Pot air fryer oven at 350. I decided because it cooks, you know, faster than your regular oven, so I'll have to adjust the time and watch it. So I am not going to put the crushed goldfish on it yet, because sometimes it might get a little too done on top. So I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes in my air fryer oven. I'm going to take it out, just stir it around a little bit. Then I'm going to put my crushed goldfish on top and then probably put it back in for 5 or 10 minutes more. I will have all of this in the recipe, which you will be able to find it on my website at amusinghealthyrecipe.com, along with all my other recipes, to all of my videos too that are on there, and my blog and all these things I'm learning. You know, having so much fun being retired. I'm doing all this myself. haven't hired anybody to do a website or any of it. Keeping my mind sharp. I keep learning new things all the time. So now it's going to go into the oven for about 10 minutes at 350. Oh, let me show you what it looks like. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can fast forward. I could probably just eat it right out of the dish. Doesn't that look yummy? I could eat this right out of the dish. But it's going in the oven. Okay, I set my Instant Pot air fryer oven to 10 minutes, and then I went ahead and lowered it to 325 since it cooks faster. Plus the recipe that I have that I've made before and ones that I'm just kind of tweaking says you should cover it when you put it in the oven. Now in the air fryer oven I didn't want to do that, so that's one reason I lowered it. But oh my gosh, it's 10 minutes and it was browning on top. All I'm going to do right now is stir it around, and then I'm going to top it with the Goldfish crumbles and put it back in probably for 5 more minutes, and then it's done. Okay, I put the Goldfish crumbles on top, and it covers it really good. It looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the Instant Pot air fryer oven, and I'm going to put it for like 5 minutes because I stirred it around and it was warm but it wasn't hot. So I'm doing 10 minutes and now doing like 5 more. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it at 350 now for the next 5 minutes. Okay, it's all finished, and just in time because my husband's getting off work in a few minutes, and it looks really good. I wanted it to kind of brown a little bit on the top, so I did a little video showing you that I sprayed the top of the crumbs with top of the Goldfish crumbs with I Can't Believe It's Not Butter spray, just to give it a little bit of moisture. I put it back in the air fryer oven towards the middle, on the middle rack, so it's close up to the top, and I put it on broil for 2 minutes. I checked it for after 1 minute and gave it 2 more minutes, and it's perfect now. So I can't wait to try it. And this is what it looks like, and it's just 6 healthy servings here, 3 points each. I don't know if you can see this all that good, but turned out wonderful. So now I'm going to dish it up because he's going to be home in a few minutes, and it's another successful recipe. I hope you enjoy it, and it really helped pass my day. My whole day is gone, but that's okay. I loved every minute planning the recipe, printing the recipe, typing the recipe, setting my lights, my camera. Everything I have to do to make these videos is so much fun and time consuming and sometimes not as much fun, but anyway, the results are what's fun, and I hope you enjoy it. I like your comments that you leave for me. Thank you so much. And anyway, so this is what we're going to have for dinner, 3 points, 6 servings, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you like my recipes, please share them with others. Please share my channel with others. And if you need the printable recipe, remember to go to AmusingHealthyRecipe.com. If you can't remember that, just make sure you follow the video all the way to the end, and at the very end I have it all wrote out so you can be able to see exactly what it is that you need to type in to find my website. So thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.